Hello again. Don't mind me. I was just doing the one thing an anime viewer would naturally want to do. Take up learning Japanese. To prove it to you, I wrote the sentence to greet you. Actually, hold on. I see the problem. This is a phrase you use for very formal introductions. I think we're at the point where we can greet each other informally now. Alright, to correct my mistake, I'm going to show you the kanji for the word I say whenever I come across a complete stranger. I just don't say anything. Gamers can sometimes be easy to manipulate. Speaking from experience. Throw in the right bleeps and bloops, mechanics, the implication of levels, and BAM! You've piqued the gamer's interest. That's why so many educational video games exist. They have the potential to provide a learning experience that's just as effective and engaging, if not more, than any other form of media. I just played some Mario Strikers. I think I'm ready for the real thing. There are many games out there that exist with education as a primary focus. Minecraft Education Edition allows for teachers to teach in the Minecraft world instead of this one. A ton of leapfrog games targeted towards little children often try to teach them subjects like colors, shapes, the Pythagorean theorem, really all the essentials. Now that is all pretty good, but I'm 20 and I think I finally want to know what this means. Thankfully, this is where a little green owl comes in. Duolingo fulfills the criteria. It's got levels, checkpoints, words, the three most basic essentials for a Super Mario Brothers game. It's easily accessible with it being on mobile and PC. All the average gamer needs is an internet connection, so if you don't have one, I'm sorry. I was using this thing a lot during my ongoing quest to learn Japanese, but ever since I started moving on to literally studying with textbooks, I found myself not really caring to use Duolingo as often anymore. Well, today I want to figure out why, and hopefully during this process you're going to learn some Japanese yourself. Let's start off fresh, and if that last sentence didn't make it clear, we're learning Japanese. How much Japanese do you know? Urusai. Yep, that is definitely sense. We're going to be doing ourselves some brain training. Wait, we're gonna study and play video games? Help us find your level. Oh, I know what I know. One of Duolingo's features for its Japanese course is the Kana chart. The Kana chart, where you are shown how hiragana and katakana differ. It's where I can be allowed to write both a su and a su that's very excited. Duolingo Stories is another feature we've got here, where I was able to learn that Vikram's Oblivious in record time. Both of these resources have been pretty useful for helping me learn the Japanese writing system and getting accustomed to what a more natural conversation in Japanese may feel like. As an educational game, being repetitive is actually a positive here, since repeatedly being required to know certain points can allow for those points to stick to your brain even more. At least for me. Beyond those two modes, there are various ways that Duolingo tries to teach you languages. You can tap boxes that match English words with Japanese words and vice versa, get some ASMR to burn how Japanese sounds into your ear canals, multiple choice questions to reinforce kanji vocabulary, fill in the blank, all of which will allow you to complete a lesson and earn experience points. Well, at least my skills will cross over. I've gotta say, combined with the usefulness of repetition for teaching, this makes Duolingo's main method a solid way of figuring out how to form basic sentence structure and a messed up way to learn vocab. Yeah, unfortunately, going off of what Reddit says, obviously a valuable source, it seems as though Duolingo's kanji pronunciation and tone pitch have been a bit rough around the edges, allowing for users to be taught the incorrect way of saying certain words. I'm sure it's not that big of an ordeal though. If there's any kanji out there that I know, is that on its own, this is pronounced as ki, and if you put it into a sentence, then that will make it pronounced as rai. The bank is over there. The bank? Never mind. Just a bank. We've got a ranking system here with a leaderboard that resets each week, your ranking being dependent on how many experience points you get. The higher you rank, the higher tier you reach. I managed to get to the Diamond League, so I think I'm being fair when I say I've earned the title Mr. Worldwide. I guess in the technical terms, Duolingo is also a free-to-play game. You can tell by the microtransactions in a premium membership. If you don't spend money, you'll have a health system that depletes whenever you make a mistake. Lose it all and the game will tell you to go away for a few hours, spend gems or money on gems to restore them instantly, no thanks I'm good, or do a mini lesson, just get one heart back, allowing you to attempt a main lesson again. I suppose that gives incentive to pay attention and learn in order to play longer, but the way Duolingo penalizes you for being wrong was intentionally designed to make Duolingo Plus seem more desirable. Interesting business practice, but who would actually spend $13 a month or $85 a year to make the Duolingo experience just a bit better? Oh, sorry, I was just buying some cheese sticks. You want some? Thankfully, we've got a 7-day trial. Duolingo Plus is a subscription that allows you to retry infinitely and get more resources that allow you to keep your streak. That's fine. You get to go at your own pace, and you can get a special home icon. It can be useful for allowing you to really get the most out of this app. But come on, 13 a month, 85 a year? May as well just be a way to support the developers. If you can catch on to learning a language fairly quickly and can handle the heart system, I think you'll be fine without it. Dr. Eddie. But that pretty much covers the Duolingo Japanese learning experience. For me, learning basic sentence structure and the Japanese writing system works pretty well in Duolingo, especially as an entry point. Heck, maybe even perfect if you're looking for a really good middle ground between game and homework. That said, you might want to avoid using it for vocabulary or just the primary source in general. If you want to actually learn Japanese efficiently, it may just be better to stick to textbooks. At least learning a language casually should make Duolingo fine enough. If you're not in any rush to learn a language and want an app that's both free and gives off that gamey feel, I think Duolingo serves that purpose fairly well. Just don't let it teach you kanji. Now, if you'll excuse me, Duolingo's other language courses have their own exclusive learning styles. For example, the Spanish course allows you to see podcasts, thank God, and at one point it also allowed you to connect with other learners in real time. They eventually removed the feature, but I thought it was kind of cool. It was like Tinder, but worldwide. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Quién eres tú? ¿Cómo conseguiste el número?